सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमतस्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमतस्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोडकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। कलाभ्यां चूडालं कृतशशिकलाभ्यां निजतपः फलाभ्यां भक्तेषु प्रकटितफलाभ्यां भवतु मे। शिवाभ्यामस्तोक त्रिभुवनशिवाभ्यां हृदि पुनः भवाभ्यामानन्द स्फुरदनुभवाभ्यां नतिरियम्। अङ्कोलं निजमीदसन्तिरयस्कान्तोपलं सूचिका साध्वीनैजविपुं लताश्रितिरुहं सिन्धुसरिद्वल्लभं प्राप्नोदीहयता तदा पशुपतेः पादारविन्दद्वयं। चेतो वृत्तिरुपेत तिष्ठति सदा सा भक्तिरित्युच्यते। नालं वा परमोपकारकमिदं त्वेकं पशूनां पते पश्यन् कुक्षिगतान् चराचरगणान् बाह्यस्थितान् रक्षितुं। सर्वामर्त्यपलायनौषधमधिज्वालाकरं भीकरं निक्षिप्तं गरलं गलेन गलितं नोत्कीर्णमेव त्वया। स्मृतौ शास्त्रे वैद्ये शकुनविगतगानापनिनौ पुराणे मन्त्रे वा स्तुतिनटनहास्येष्वचतुरः। कथं राज्ञां प्रीतिर्भवति मयि कोऽहं पशुपते पशुं मां सर्वज्ञ प्रतितकृपया पालय विभो। मार्गावर्तितपादुका पशुपतेरङ्गस्य कूर्चायते कण्डूषाम्बुनिषेचनं पुररिवो दिव्याभिषेकायते। किञ्चित् भक्षितमांसशेषकमलं नव्योपहारायते भक्तिः किं न करोत्यहो वनचरो भक्तावतंसायते। जलति मदनदक्षौ नैव पातालवेदी न च वनमृगयायां नैव लुब्धप्रवीणः। अशनकुसुमभूषा वस्त्रमुख्यां सपर्यां कथय कथमहं ते कल्पयामीन्दुमौले। नरत्वं देवत्वं न गमनमृगत्वं मशकता पशुत्वं कीटत्वं भवतु विहगत्वादिजननं सदा त्वत्पादाब्ज स्मरण परमानन्दलहरी विहारासक्तं चेत् हृदयमिहितं तेन वपुषा वटुर्वागेही वा यतिरविजटी वा तदितरो नरो वा यः कश्चित् भवति भवतिं तेन भवति यदीयं हृत्पद्मं यदि भवददीनं पशुपते तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो भवसि भवभारं च वहसि जननमृत्युतानां सेवया देवतानां न भवति सुकलेशः संशयो नास्ति तत्र अजनिममृतरूपं साम्बमीशं भजन्ते यैह परमसौख्यं देहि धन्या लभन्ते गर्भात् गम्भीरे कासारे विशति विजने घोरविपिने विशाले शैले च भ्रमति कुसुमार्तं जडमतिः समर्थ्यैकं चेतः सरति जमुनात् पुमानात् भवते सुखेनावस्थातुं जनैः न जानाति किमहो भक्तो भक्तगुणावृते मृदमुदा पूर्णे प्रसन्ने मनः कुम्भे साम्ब तवाङ्घ्रिपल्लवयुगं संस्थाप्य संवित्पदम् सत्वं मन्त्रमुदीरयन् निजशरीरागारमुच्छुद्धिं वदन् पुण्याहं प्रकटीकरोमि रुचिरं कल्याणमापादयन् पापोत्पादविमोचनाय रुचिरैश्वर्याय मृत्युञ्जय स्तोत्रध्याननदिप्रदक्षिणसपर्या लोकान् आकर्णने जिह्वा चित्तशिरोङ्घ्रिहस्तनयनश्रोत्रैरहं प्रार्थितो मामाज्ञापय तन्निरूपय मुहुर्मामेव च Thank you. It is hard to follow all the different meters. Bhagavan Shiva is very well known as a hunter. Why? Because his nature is to hunt down, dissolve. Gurudev used to say, creation is done by Brahma, sustenance by Vishnu, recycling is by Shiva. It's not destruction, it's only recycling. So that means science also holds the view matter never gets destroyed. Matter is never destroyed. Only the Nama Rupa is getting destroyed. If this wooden table is there, then after some time I decided I don't like this wooden table. So what do? I remove the parts, different parts, or cut into pieces and make something else out of it. Or even if I burn it, it becomes what? It becomes bhasma or ashes. Ashes is nothing but earth. It goes back to earth. That's where it came from. So when our body is no more useful, meaning the jiva is no more using this physical body, then the body is put to fire. It's burnt. So all traces of you is gone. Only memory is there. But other traditions have it that it should not be destroyed, it should be buried. Put it under the earth and pollute the water also there. Groundwater gets polluted by the dead bodies. And so they put rest in peace, R.I.P. Right? Somebody asked me this question to me. Somebody, why do they write R.I.P. there? rest in peace. What does it mean? I said, when he's gone, the rest of the people are in peace. Rest in peace. Anyway, when the physical body is not put to fire and only put under the ground, it slowly disintegrates. It is not destroyed. Only the form is gone. A name is gone, obviously. But that various parts of the body, what is body after all? It is made up of the 5 elements. Pancha Mahabhutas. That's why in Sanskrit, the death is called Panchatvam. Note this point. Panchatvam. Panchatvam means the Pancha, which is Prapancha here. Prapancha means world made up of Pancha Mahabhutas. And this physical body is also made of 5 Mahabhutas only. We are all Bhutas, you know that. Our body has got earth, you know that. And 70 to 80% of the body is water, that I told you yesterday also. Then we have certain amount of heat in our body, fire is there. And we are breathing in and out, air is there. And we unnecessarily occupy a lot of space, space is there. Especially between 2 ears. Lot of space is there. Now, so these 5 merging back to 5. This is called Panchatvam. So the body, when it is put under the earth, it slowly disintegrates. This disintegration process is supervised by Bhagavan Shiva, making sure that all creation, when it is no more of any use, it is recycled to come back to new creation. There is nothing new coming. It's only recycling. That means what? Your great-grandfather who was buried under the earth, slowly disintegrating. And that essence of it is procured by the apple tree that is there growing in your backyard. The essence of your grandfather is now procured by the apple tree. And the apple that comes out is nothing but another form of your grandfather's body. That's called recycling. So when you eat it, what are you eating? Next time, Swami, don't give me apple. Because it's nothing but metamorphosized form of my grandfather's body. So this recycling process is done by Bhagavan Shiva, making sure that happens. Not only this physical body, everything in this world. So he is portrayed as the hunter. That's why Hara Hara, Hara Hara Mahadeva. Hara means take away, take away. Take away what? Take away this physical body once it is done. That's why he is wearing ashes. What does it mean? Everything gets burned and comes to me only. Where else you can go? I am the final destination of all people. Mrityum Jaya. But he has no Mrityu. So this hunter is what is, who is praised in the Rudram. When you look at carefully the Rudram, the way we chant, that it explains the aspect of Shiva as the hunter, and then we pray to him that you protect me, not kill me, etc. Anyway, so here in this verse, you as a hunter, why are you going there, here and there to hunt anything? I'll tell you where you should hunt. So therefore in this verse, next. Ma gachatvam idastato girishabo mayyeva vasam kuru मामकमनः कान्तारसीमान्तरे वर्तन्ते बहुशः मृगाः मदजुषो मात्सर्यमोहादयः तान् हत्वा मृगया विनोद रुचितालाभं च सम्प्राप्स्यसि मा गच्छ त्वम् इतस्ततो गिरिशवो मय्येव वासं कुरु स्वामिन्नादिकिरातमामकमनः कान्तारसीमान्तरे वर्तन्ते बहुशो मृगा वदजुषो मात्सर्यमोहादयः तान् हत्वा मृगया विनोदरुचिता लाभं च सम्प्राप्स्यसि. Don't go anywhere. Ma gachatvam. So you should start learn Sanskrit. Gacha gacha means get out, get out. Ma gacha. Don't go anywhere. Itas tado, here and there. Hey Girishabo. Oh, the Lord of Girisha. There are two words you have to understand. Girisha and Girisha. So one referring to Bhagavan Shiva is the Lord of the mountains. And another one is he the one who is ever associated with Parvati. Both meanings are there. Hey Girishabo, Mayyeva Vasam Kuru, you stay with me only. You don't need to go here and there. Hey Swamin, hey Adi Kirada, oh the most foremost hunter. Adi, foremost. Kirada, Kirada means hunter. You are a great hunter, no doubt. Why I am saying that you have to stay with me alone? Mamakam in me, Mamakam Manaha. My own mind is the whole huge forest. Kantara Simantare. Kantara Simantara. Simantara means endless huge forest is there, my mind. And how many animals you want? Plenty are there. Wild ones. You know, when Gurudev started his Sandipani in Bombay, Powai, and Powai area was, at that time when he started in the 60s, it is a total outskirts of Bombay and it is a part of the forest. There's nothing, nobody even would go outside. One bus per day will go from the city. And there he created Shiva temple and Sandipani in the 60s. So the devotees who were there at that time with Gurudev, they asked this question. Swamiji, why are you creating this ashrama in the dead forest, deep forest? He said, here is the place where I am bringing the wild youth and making them mild. And now it is right in the middle of the city. Earlier it was such a far away from the main city itself. So my mind itself is a vast forest and many animals are there, wild animals. Which are all those? Vartante bahushaha mrigaha. There are many animals exist there. Vartante bahushaha mrigaha. Many animals. What are like what? Mada jushaha, matsarya, moha, adayaha. Pride, ego, vanity, arrogance, anger, passion, lust, greed, jealousy. Plenty of them are there. See, we don't consider that as the wild because we are very friendly with them nowadays. Unpredictable ones. They are very, very wild. And when you yourself will catch yourself when you are angry or upset and aggressive, then you realize that nobody can withstand you. Once I was right in front of a lion. It's only 10 feet away from me. Lion. Just standing and looking at me. I was also looking. It was so ferocious. You know, if you look eye to eye only, you will realize that how ferocious it is. Not even an iota of compassion. Not friendliness at all. It is so aggressive, and looking at me, grinding your teeth. So I looked at it and moved to the next cage. Obviously, it is not cage. I would dare not stand in front of it. So when do we actually can face the lion? Only it is caged. If it is not a cage, then think about it. So in the same way, such lions and wild animals are there in our personality. If you go to the zoo, any zoo, especially in San Diego Zoo, when I went long time back, the safari is there. You go and look at all the wild creatures there. On the one side we had, all the animals, like, the lion, what call that, deers were there, buffaloes were there, so many others were there. And the other side where it's fenced, jackals, lions and cheetahs and hill giraffe and other things are all here. So these people are friendly with each other. These ones, looking at each other, anytime they will attack each other. So too, in our personality, we have plenty of these wild animals, and many times we do not know how to handle them. So therefore he says, "Oh Lord, why are you going here and there looking for these wild animals? Mrigaha, vartante bahushaha mrigaha mamakamanah kantara simantare vartante." What are those? Madajushaha, matsarya, moha adayah, tan hatva mrigaya, avinoda, enjoy going and hunting them. And ruchita labam cha samprapsasi. And then you will get your, nowadays, it's not necessarily they will hunt only for taking a meat out of it. Just like a sport. Bhagavan, sport yourself by destroying my wild animals that are sitting in my own mind. Bo Girisha Tom Itastada Mam Gacha Magi Eva Vasam Guru Adi Kirada Swamin Mapagamana Kantare Simantare Matsarya Moha Deha Jushaha Bahushaha Mrugaha Vartante Vinode Ruchita Mrgyatan Hatva Navam Prapsisi. You will get your great sport with them. In another place, Appaya Dikshidhar has written a very beautiful verse. It's a very interesting verse. Maulo Ganga Shashankau Karacharanatale Shitalanka Bhujanga Vami Bhage Giri Mami Bhage Tayatra Girivarasuta Chandanam Sarvagatre Ittam Shridam Prabhudam Tavakanaga Savanadat Kanasudam Pasaktihi Chitte Nirveda Tatte Yedina Bhavasite Nityavase Maniye. So beautiful verse related to this. He's saying, O Lord, Mole on your head. What is there? Ganga. Molo Ganga. Ganga, if you have gone to Gangotri or Gomukh, you will realize you cannot touch the water. It is so cold. You'll freeze. Molo Ganga. And what also you have? Shashanka. Shashanka means Shashanka. That is moon. Moon is also cold. Molo Ganga Shashanko Kara Charana Tale. In your hand and the feet, etc. Shitalanga Bhujanga. Cold snakes. Have you ever tried to touch the snake? So cold, not only in its behavior, it's also cold, physically also. So, on your head you have the cold Ganga and a crescent moon which is cold. And on your feet and the hand there is nothing but cold snakes. Karacharana tale Shitalanga Bhujangaha Vame Bhage. On your left side, who's there? Who's there? Himagiri Sudha Parvati. And she's who? Daughter of Himavan. Snow cold. Cold. Mr. Cold's daughter. And one more. Shitala, then Chandanam Sarvatatre. All your body you are wearing Chandana. That is also cold. Now tell me, every part of your body is cold. Ittam Sridam Prabhutam. This way there is only cold, cold, cold everywhere. Tavaka Nagasava Sodum Kvashakti. How are you bearing all that cold? If you are not residing Chitte Nirveda Tapte Yedi Na Bhavasi, if you are not staying in my heart which is filled with all kind of heat, like anger, lust, passion, greed, jealousy, these are all so much burning in my heart, you are comfortably sitting there. That is where you are able to bear the cold. And because you are there, I am bearing my heat. See, it's a win-win situation, right? You are cold and you are being warmed up by my anger, lust, etc. And I am able to bear my anger because you are there. Wonderful. Good partnership. So similar to the idea here, why are you going here and there looking for all the wild animals? I have enough of them in my own mind. So, Tan Hatva Mrigaya Avinod Mrigaya, by hunting, Avinod Ruchita Padam Sampramsasi. See, in other words, bring the Lord to your heart, then you will see all your negativities. Now, let's see, when you are angry, are you comfortable? Yes or no? No. Why not? Why you are not comfortable with your own anger? That's why when you are angry, you shout, correct? To get out of that anger. And you shout at the person, even though the person is next to you. Physically next to you, but you shout. Why? Because even though the person is physically next to you, mentally you have made him or her far away from yourself. On the other hand, if you look at the two lovebirds talking, lovebirds means boyfriend, girlfriend, even though they are far, it's because they're physically very far, but mentally they are close. See, anger, lust, passion, greed, jealousy, etc. are those which take us away from ourselves. Our Paramatma, the self, is Ananda Swarup. And that is a natural condition of all of us, to be Ananda. And when we have thought of anger, etc., what happens is, we depart ourselves from ourselves. And like a rubber band, when you pull it, what will happen? It will get stretched and strained. Release it, it comes back to its position. In the same way, when we are in the state of negativity, we are moving away from our own center. And all that we need to do is, all that we try to do is come back. We are not comfortable with that condition. So these negativities are those which are depriving your own nature of happiness in you. And that can be overcome only when you install the Lord to make sure they don't take you from yourself. That's why Bhagavan says, please come here, hunt down all these things, so that I can abide in my own being. That's why yesterday I also said, Mayyeva mana adatsva, Bhagavan Krishna, Mayyi buddhim niveshaya. Then thereafter, nivasishyasi mayyeva. You will stay with me. So that is the idea here. Continuing in the next one. Idam te yuktam va Parama Shiva Karunya Janade Gato Tiryak Rupam Padashiro Darshanadiya Hari Brahmano to Divi Vicharanto Shramayuto Katam Shambho Swamin Kadaya Mama Vidyosi Puratah Idam te yuktam va parama shiva karunya janate Gatau tiryak rupam tava pradashiro darshanadiya Hari brahmano tau divibu vicharanto shramayutau Katam shambho swamin kadaya mama vidyosi puratah. O Shambho, He Karunya Jalade, O the ocean of compassion, He Paramashiva, you know the story perhaps. Once there was a huge pillar of fire appeared, which was enveloping the entire universe. Top is not known, bottom is not known. Where it begins, nobody knew. Where it ends, nobody knew. So when this column of fire, brilliant fire, appeared, Bhagavan Vishnu and Bhagavan Brahma, they were very, taken aback. Oh, is that something can happen like this without our permission? They always had a rift between each other. Who is best? So now, here is a good chance, especially Brahma, because he is very proud about it, because Vishnu, you are able to sustain because I created. If I have not done my job, what will you do? So your sustenance is because of me first creating the universe. So he said, now here is a chance for me to prove myself great. So Brahmaji said, okay, we have to find its beginning and end. Alright? So what do you want to do? Vishnu very clearly said, okay, I know how to take an avatar of a boar. Right? I have done it before. So I will go down to find what is the end of it. If that is the case, Brahmaji said, I have swan. Swan is there. Saraswati, I will ask her to loan it from me. I'll take this swan and I will go up, swinging up, going up, flying up. I will find out the beginning. Okay, let's start. Millions of years it took. And Bhagavan Vishnu went on digging down, then Atala, Vitala, Saratala, Manatala, Rasatala, Patala. It keeps going. All the nether worlds went on and on and on. He just couldn't find. It was still going. While Brahmaji was going in his swan up, and he also traveled millions of years, he couldn't find the beginning. So scratching his head, what do I do now? I cannot accept my defeat. On the way, suddenly he found one particular flower just falling. It's called Ketaki flower. He took that Ketaki flower. Wait, he called her. Where are you coming from? I have been falling for a long time. Oh, he said, so did you come from the top of this pillar? No. From the time I have started falling, it is already there. Trillions of years I have been falling. So that means, even after trillions of years, I cannot find the beginning? No. We'll do one thing. I'll take you with me. We'll go to Vishnu. And I tell him that I picked you up at the top of this pillar. You agree? I'll give you whatever you want. She also agreed. All right. So they came back. So Bhagavan Vishnu, he conceded. Sorry, I couldn't see the end of it. It's something which I do not know what it is. I accept my defeat. Did you? Yeah, of course. What do you think? I am the creator, I found the beginning of it. What was there? No, this flower was there. Did I not pick you up at the beginning, at the top of it? She said yes. True. Sakshi. At that very moment, that light or the pillar of light just disappeared. And there stood Bhagavan Shiva. That you too, you Brahma, you had the audacity to say that you saw the beginning. I have no beginning at all. I am Anadi. I am not measurable by time and space. You saw me. Many times when people come and, Swamiji, I said, what did you see? So you saw me? You saw me? Yeah, Brahma, you made a mistake of telling a lie. That's why he had Panchamukha. All the four sides, and he had one more face looking up. That was cut off by Shiva. You don't deserve to have that head to look up. So that's why he cut off. They become Chaturmukha. So then he said to the flower, you also joined in the deed. So this flower should never be offered to me. It will be an insult to have you offer to me as the offering. So that Ketaki flower is banned. And he turned to Vishnu and said, I really appreciate you because you did not do anything, any shortcut here. Or you did not cheat anyone. You are so humble and you are so honest. So he blessed him and disappeared. So this is said in Shiva. And that day when that pillar of fire appeared is Shivaratri. That's why we vigil the night to pray to the Lord, saying that, oh Lord, you appeared as a Jyoti, Spatika Jyoti. So to test the integrity of Brahma and Vishnu. So that is why he is saying here, He Karunya Jalate Paramashiva, Tava Pada Shiro Darshana Diya. To look at your feet, tava pada and shiraha, the head, darshanadiya, with an intent to look at them, look at those, Hari Brahmanau, Bhagavan Vishnu and Brahma. Tau Tiryak Rupam Katau, both of them taken the form of an animal. Tiryak means horizontal. We are all vertical. Right? Horizontal means what? You know why horizontal? All the animals are horizontal. They are called Tiryak. Our Gurudev used to say, for an animal, head, stomach and indulgence are all at the same level. Veena Ganaswara, that's called Picasso. For them, it is all the three are equally important. Whereas for human being, the lowest passion is should be lowest. Next is the heart, to feel. The most important is to think. That's why they are vertical. So give importance to your right thinking, right feeling, and least importance to your indulgence and passions. So Tiryak Rupam Gatau, who Vishnu and Brahma, both of them took the form of animals, Shramayudau, and put a lot of effort. Divi Bhuvi Charantau. Both of them, one went to Divi, towards the heavens or the upward. Other one went to downward, towards the earth. And for them, finally, you showed your darshan. Hey Shambho Swamin, you have shown to those people who went down below taking the form of an animal, and the one taking the bird and going towards the hub, you gave them the darshan. I'm standing in front of you. Why are you not giving me darshan? Mama puradaha vedyaha asi kadayate idam yuktam va. Is it correct for you to deprive me of your darshan while I am not going anywhere? I know you are endless at the beginning, endless at the end also. Therefore, I am not attempting to go anywhere. Standing in front of you, accepting you as the beginningless, endless one. Is it appropriate for you not to give darshan to me? That's why the beautiful verse here, Idam te yuktam va, is it appropriate? Hey Parama Shivakarunya Jalade, Gadau Tiryak Rupam, both of them took the form of animal. Tava Padashiro Darshanadiya, for the sake of looking at the feet or the head. Hari Brahmanautau, Hari and Brahma. Divi Bhuvi Charantau Shramayutau. Taking a lot of effort and trying to find out Kadam Shambho Swamin. How is that you, O Shamba Shiva? Kadaya Mama Vedyo Sipurataha. How is that you are fully available to me while I am standing in front of you? But at the same time, your not true vision of your is not, I am not able to get. See, even in Bhagavad Gita also, when Bhagavan Shiva, when Bhagavan Vishnu, when he showed, in the 11th chapter, what did we see? His cosmic vision. His everything in the world, right? Hundreds and thousands of forms, whom we glorify as Sahasrashirusha Purushaha, right? Purusha Suktam. See, actually, if you want to experience that, you have to go to a local saloon. Just sit in that saloon chair, and there is a mirror there and mirror behind. Sahasrashirusha Purusha, you will see thousands of your head in front. Because it keep reflecting. So you can also Purusha Sukta. So there, Bhagavan Vishnu showed Sarvada Panipadam. I am the hands and legs and eyes and ears and nose and tongues and of all living beings. Nothing spare. Not only now, of the past and the future also. And there is no other scripture in the world which has described the cosmic vision of the Lord. Only there you find. Not even the Upanishads. Only some small mention is there, like in what I mentioned now here, Sarvada Panipadaka. But in Purusha Suktam, which is explained demonstrated by Lord in Bhagavad Gita. And he very clearly says to Arjuna, nobody has seen this before. Nobody can see it in the future also. I gave this vision to you, O Arjuna, Bhakto Sime, Sakha Cheti. You are my devotee, you are my friend. So, to gain the vision of the Lord, it is said in the Upanishad that this knowledge is exclusively chosen by a person, to him this vision is available. This knowledge is exclusively taken. Yamai vesha prunade tena labhyah tasyesha atma vivrunade tanum swam nayam atma pravachanena labhyah namedaya na bahuna shrutina. Ayam atma na labhyah. In this Paramatma, the vision of the Atman is not available by pravachanena, by doing pravachan, or bahuna shrudena, by listening lot of lectures. Oh Swamiji, then why are we here? By giving lectures or by listening too much of that, na medaya, not by remembering all the verses of Upanishad, not available. Then yam eva esha brunate, one who chooses this and this alone, tena labhyah. There's two interpretations in that. He who chooses the Lord exclusively, to him is available, or he who is chosen by the Lord exclusively is available. In the case of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan chose Arjuna. Okay, I will show you. Why? Because Arjuna chose Bhagavan exclusively. Both ways it goes. If you don't choose, he will not choose you. If you have taken the choice of looking at the Lord and Lord alone, then the cosmic vision of the Lord is available. Otherwise not. Ashanam garlam pani kalapo Vasanam charma chavahanam mahokshah Mama dasyasi kim kimasti shambho Tava padambuja bhakti meva dehi Ashanam garanam pani kalapo Vasanam charma chavahanam mahokshah Mama dasasi kim kimasti shambho Tava padambuja bhakti meva dehi. As I said yesterday, or before, Bhagavan Vishnu is Alankara Priya. Right? He has got all the ornaments and flowers and garlands, and Lakshmi is also next to him, the very goddess of all prosperity. So when you go to Bhagavan Vishnu, you can ask anything. It is said that Bhagavan is lying down and Lakshmi is at his feet. You know why? Bhagavan, when he opens eyes, first thing he looks at it is Lakshmi. So she always stands at his feet so that when Bhagavan opens the eyes, I will be the first person he would see. And at the same time, when she is at his feet, she is able to welcome all his devotees who's coming there. Because they are all coming to at his feet only. So when you are going to Bhagavan's feet, Lakshmi is already there. Our Gurudev used to say, don't go looking for Lakshmi. Vishnu will come behind you, beating you. Go to Vishnu, but Lakshmi will be there to bless you. Now, in the case of Bhagavan Vishnu, because he is the one who has all the prosperity. Whereas in the case of Bhagavan Shiva, what does he have? Ashanam Garalam. If you go to, at least Bhagavan, our Bhagavan Ganesha has got modak at least, he will give you. When you go to Shiva, what will he give you? 1 cup full of poison. Telu. Ashanam Garalam, funny snake. Kalapaha, what is that? Skeleton. Skull. Vasanam, what does he have? He has got a tiger skin on his body. Vahanam Mahoksha, bull. So which one you want? Choose. Poison, snake, skull, lion skin, bull. Which one you want? Buffalo or bull, whatever. So, what do I do with that? Mama Kim Dasisi, why are you giving me this? And Kim Asti, what else you have got to give me? So, whatever you have got, I don't want it. That you don't say with Bhagavan Vishnu, isn't it? If you look at Balaji, wow, the best of the diamonds. The most precious time. See, I was there in Kerala last year. I went to the Trivandrum. I have gone there many years back, maybe 20, 25 years back. It's a beautiful temple. And you go there and then have darshan of the Bhagavan Vishnu lying down in 3 doors are there. One door you see only the head of the Lord, another is the body of the Lord, and then the third one, feet of the Lord. It's a huge form, so you cannot see it at one go. Then 3 doors are there to see. And it's a beautiful darshan of the Lord because it is completely dark. And they only put oil lamp, not like in many of the other temples in the north or in other places of the South India. The floodlight on him. No light. Only oil lamp they use. So you have to adjust your eyes to look at him. And he is pitch darker. Black. Interesting thing is that form of Mahavishnu lying down is not a stone. It is not a stone. It is a substance made out of jaggery. All the Gujaratis are very happy. A kind of jaggery and honey condensed. And that's why the Abhishek is never done to that form. You cannot clean it also. And entire form was black. Entire form was black. Top to bottom. Including the crown that he wears, ornaments he wears, everything is black. Now, recently, some 10 or 15 years back, once one person who was regularly doing the cleanings, dusting of the Lord's form, he started to dust. Once in a while only they dust it. It's right, it is a place where dust won't be there. But, they clean it. Once they were cleaning, one of his ornaments, that it just, when he cleaned, it showed bright gold. So he was alarmed. What is that? So he called the authorities of the temple and they slowly removed the black substance from that portion. It's pure gold. Due to the invasions of the invaders, to cover, they have completely blackened it with some substance. So the body part is still black, but all the ornaments are pure gold. Now if you look at it, think about it. take black and gold ornaments. That is how presently you see that Lord now. So they realized that this particular Bhagavan, Vishnu lying down, is not only having gold on his body in plenty, but in that very temple there are chambers, 4 or 5 chambers filled with gold ornaments and coins. Out of the 4 chambers, because then the royal family was contacted, and then one lawyer connected to the royal family had said, yeah, it is a secret that is kept for a long time. And all the 4 chambers have got gold ornaments given by the royal kingdom to the temple. So then immediately the action took place. Then they opened the chambers. First chamber they opened, it's filled with gold and golden ornaments. Second chamber, filled with golden coins. Third chamber, with so much of exquisite precious stones. While they started to do that, one by one in the royal family started to die. And the 4th one, which is remaining unopened even now, it is said it is being guarded by Adishesha. And if you open that, the entire city will be in trouble. So they have not opened it, as of now. Now, last year when I went, compared to when I went 20 years back, when I went last year, everywhere there is military. And inside the temple, the military police cannot wear the upper clothing, right? They were wearing dhoti with gun. It is very interesting. Because now it is said it is the richest temple in the world. And there is a joke also that goes around. Balaji, standing Balaji there in Tirupati is so upset. You know, you are now richer than me. I have been standing and being poor, and you are lying down being very rich. And it is, therefore, in trillions of worth it is. Now, why I am saying this is that Bhagavan Shiva has nothing, whereas Bhagavan Vishnu has got plenty to give. He is asking him, what do you give me? Ashanam Garalam, Fani Kalabaha, Vasanam Charmacha Vahanam Mahoksha, Mama Dasyasi, you give me Kim Kimasti Sambho. What is that for me? What do you have? But you have one thing, which if you give me, I will get completely fulfilled. Tava Padam Puja Bhakti Mevadehi. All that I want is that constant, pure devotion to your feet. If you give me, it is worth many precious things to me. Because a person of devotion is not only content and happy, is free of all entanglements of the mind. Is it not that when we go and earn money, money by itself has no value until it gives you what you want? Huh? You take a $100 note and a candy and go to a 1-year-old child. What it will pick up? Nowadays I don't know. It will pick up both also. But usually it will go for the candy. Because it has no value for that dollar. Because it has no use for, because the child cannot comprehend that dollar can give you more than what the candy can. When demonetization happened, what use were the 1,000 rupee note and all those? Overnight it has no meaning. It's just a paper and everywhere it was lying down, on the roads. But what use is that currency when the value is no more? It's after all a paper. Right? So, even though we are going for money, if the money cannot give us what we want, of what use is that? Gurudev used to say, if money cannot give you happiness, give it back. Nasti tadassu kalesha satyam. Truly there is no happiness in that. Because arjane dukkam, rakshane dukkam, yajane dukkam. Procuring is with so much trouble. Securing it with great trouble. Spending, especially your children, you are great dukkam. Putramabi dana bhaja bhitihi. In Bhajagovinda Bhagavan Krishna Sankaracharya says, from your own son, you will be afraid because that fellow is spending money which you are concerned with. That fellow is Putra the Vibhana Bhaja bhitihi. So, what really we want is the endless, everlasting joy. And if that money cannot give, or it can give little pleasure and temporary, yes, but do not ever think that will give you anything eternal. Adhruveshu dhruvam na vindanti purushaha. Dhiraha purushaha. Adhruveshu dhruvam na vindanti. In the temporary things, eternal happiness, men of wisdom will never look for. So, therefore, here he says, anyway, you can't give me anything, I know that. But you can give one thing to me. Tava padam puja bhakti meva dehi. So, I seek only devotion. Now, what can the devotion really give us? True protection. True protection from what? True protection from the onslaughts of all the bondages, attachments and pains and sorrows. So therefore he says in the next verse, Rodastoya hritaha Shramena padikaha Chayam tarur vrishtitaha Vidasvasta griham Grihastamatitihi Dina prabhum dharmikam Deepam santamasa kulascha Shikinam Shitavritastvam tata Chedas sarva bhayapaham Vrajasukam Shambho padamburuham Rodastoya hridashramena padikaschayam taror vrikshitaha Vidasvasta griham grihastamatitihi Dina prabhum dharmikam Deepam santamasa kulascha shikinam Shitavritasvam tata Chetas sarva bhayavaham vrajasukam Shambho padamboruham. He is advising his mind. Hey Cheta, O my mind, Sarva bhayapaham, Sarva bhaya apaham, the one which is the destroyer of all various fears. Sukam Raja, approach that very great blissful joy. Hey Shambho, Raja Sukam, Shambho padamboruham sukam. The lotus feet of the Lord alone is the ultimate joy of everything. Oh my mind, go and seek that. And the examples are given, beautiful examples. Like what? Rodastoya hritaha yata toya hritaha rodaha vrajati. So let us say the person who is caught up in the middle of the ocean, what does he look for? Toya hritaha. He is surrounded by or captured by only the waves of the ocean. What does he look for? He looks for rodaha, the bank. So you are in the middle of the ocean. So it so happened one ship got capsized. Completely broken. The captain announced, all of you escape. So everybody panicked and then everybody jumped into the water, etc. So one man was there and he said, okay, I have to anyway jump into the water, but I am Olympic champion on swimming. So he looked at the captain and said, how far is the land from here? 1 mile. 1 mile. In the Olympics I have done enough gold, got it. I can swim. So he went around that ship, looking for which side is the land. Which side is the land? Below. There is nowhere you can have a sight of the bank of the ocean, shore of the ocean, so to say. So a person who is caught in the middle of the ocean, what does he look for to get out of it? Which direction I go and catch the nearest shore? Rodastoya hritaha. And the same way, shramena padikaha. One who is walking in the road for a long time. Shramena padikaha means one who is a passenger. One who is walking for a long time. What does he look for? Chayam taroho. Is it not? He will look for the shade. I mean, that's why in the past, when you might have seen, in the roads, they used to put one stone like this, 2 stones like this. In many of the old, village roads, and you will find, Barandangi is called in Tamil. Meaning, if you are carrying anything on your head, you take it out and put it there and you lie down under the tree for some time. So, recover your, fatigue you removed and recover your energy and then get back and start. So a person who is walking in the road, tired, what does he look for? A small shade of a tree. And one who is vrishtitaha, one is caught up in a torrential rain. What does he look for? Swastagriham. When can I reach my home? Where I will be under my shelter, dry clothes. Like Vrishtitaha Bhitaha, one who is afraid and caught up in the rain looking for one's own comfortable shelter. What about a Aditi, a person who is going from place to place, not eaten for a long time? What does he look for? Grihastam. Is it not? He is looking for a place where he can get some food. That is a place where he can take some shelter and the food. So, Aditihi Grihastam Brajati. That's why the beautifully put, the Brajati is to be approaches. Rodaha Toya Hritaha Brajati. Shramena Padikaha Chayam Taroho Brajati. Vrishtitaha Vedaha Swastagriham Brajati. He looks for Grihastam, Aditihi Grihastam Rajati. And Deenaha, one who is very impoverished or poor, what does he look for? Dharmikam Prabhum. A very benevolent, charitable person is what he will look for. And even when a place is filled with only darkness, Santamasa Akulancha. When a place is filled with darkness, what does he look for? Deepam. He for the light. And one who is suffering from the cold night, Shita Avrataha, what does he look for? Shikinam, fire. So many examples he gives. A person who is caught in the waves is looking for the shore. One who is walking on the road looking for a shade of a tree. One who is caught in the rain looking for his own house. One who is poor looking for a noble charitable person. One who is hungry walking about looking for a place where he can have food. One who is living in the darkness looking for a light. One who is caught up in the cold night looking for a fire. Tata, in the same way, Chetaha, O mind, Tvam Sarva Bhayapaham, you the one who is the remover of all the fears, O my mind, Vraja Sukham Shambho Padamburuham. See, one thing we should understand. I am talking to you, or you are listening to talks, etc., or reading some books. Atma Jnanam is not for your intellectual appreciation only. Atma Jnanam is addressed to the soul, not to your mind. You must understand this part. When Atma Jnana is given by a guru, or when you read it from any scripture, it addresses not you, the individual mind. Because any knowledge that you heard, you understand only at the level of the mind, disappears when you die. You may be a most appreciated English professor in this birth. Next birth. A for apple, B for boy, C for cat, and that's where you start. What happened? Your proficiency in English literature, you may be MA, PhD, permanent head damage. You have done all that. PhD means permanent head damage. But when next birth, you are not going to carry that knowledge. Very rarely it happens that you carry that. A freak, it's only a freak when such a prodigies are there. But in general, whatever you learned in this life, do you think that in the next life it is available to you that easily? Huh? This question was raised by Arjuna in chapter 6. I have been listening to you, Krishna. He suddenly had a doubt. You see, I am listening to you, or anybody who has listened to this knowledge, but have not reached the final part of realization, moksha. They have to start from scratch. What will happen to a person who has not done the worldly thing because he has become spiritual, nor he reached the final spiritual goal also? What does he become? Like a cloud on the sky where neither it is pouring nor it is finding its destiny. What will happen? Relentless cloud. So Krishna says, don't worry. Nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tada gacchati. Anybody who has taken to this path of self-knowledge will never forget what he has learned. Because it is not addressed to the akal. So more you intellectualize and not you internalize, you will remain only here. It will not help you further. But when you internalize it, that very soul you are, you will be able to pick up where you left in the next birth. You don't have to start Tato Bodh, Atma Bodh, Bhajagovinda. You start straight away from Brahma Sutra. Why? Because this knowledge never disappears. This is very important thing to note. So this knowledge, when it is properly gained with the devotion to the Lord, it becomes the elevation or the evolution of the soul from one level to the next level. This evolution of the soul, that's why Bhagavan Krishna says, Bahunam Janmanam Ante. After many lives of such noble endeavors, Jnanavan Mam Prapatyate. Finally, a person reaches me. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma. Such a person who comes to realize that this entire creation is nothing but the Lord Himself. Samahatma Sudurlabha. Not it, Swamiji, I have been studying this Bhagavad Gita, etc. When do I reach final point? Maybe in some 1,000 births. No, I am not saying Bhagavad Gita. We have just started the LKG of spirituality. Swamiji, that is very disappointing. At least you started, you are going to go forward only. And it is expedited by the devotion to God. That is very important. Because the knowledge that is gained can be internalized only when there is the grace of the Lord to make that happen. That's why Bhagavan Sankaracharya says, Turlabam Trayame Vaitat Deva Anugraha Hetukam. It is because of the grace of the Lord only, Manushyatvam, Mumukshutvam, and Mahapurusha Samshaya. Even as you get the human body, to have the desire to liberate is Bhagavan's grace. Even if you have the desire to liberate, if you get the right teacher to get you that knowledge, Bhagavan's grace. So, while we are thus developing our spiritual knowledge through thinking and listening, along with that, if you bring the Bhagavan's devotion to the Lord also, it propels more, and that knowledge will not remain only in this life. That is why again and again he is looking, Bhagavan, please give me the devotion. As even I go to the next life, I should not forget the devotion. Then only I can move forward. Now, it is said in our tradition, there are 4 kinds of moksha, or 4 kinds of liberation. 4 kinds of liberation. Especially in the path of devotion, they talk about 4 kinds of moksha. Not 4 different places, it's not like that. In these 4 kinds of liberation, the 4th one is the most important. And what are the 4? Now you see. Sarupyam tava pujane Shiva Mahadevedi Sankirtane Samipyam Shiva Bhakti Durya Janata Sangatya Sambhashane Salokyam Chacharacharatmakatano Dhyane Bhavani Pate Sayujyam Mama Siddhamatra Bhavati Swamin Kritartosmyaham Sarupyam Tava Pujane Shiva Mahadevedi Sankirtane Samipyam Shiva Bhakti Durya Janata Sangatya Sambhashane Salokyam Chacharacharatmagatanudhyane Bhavani Pate Sayujyam Mama Siddhamatra Bhavati Swamin Kritartosmyaham. It is said that when you are doing upasana of any form of God, you should assume the form of the God. If you are worshipping Bhagavan Shiva, you should put the mark of Shiva. You should put the mark that is representing Shiva. So you wear that vibhuti on your body and Rudrakshamala which Bhagavan wears. And no, don't put a command, what do you call that? That's not necessary. So, Swamiji, where do we go for skeleton? Skull and all. Or snakes? Not necessary, all that. But the basic ones, so, Shivo Bhutva Shivam Yajeta. May you become Shiva when you want to engage in worship of Shiva. That's why you do the Karanyasa. Anyway, I am not going into the details of it. You invoke Shiva in your body. Various aspects of Shiva. And every aspect of Shiva should take over your body. And then you start the puja. So, what he says is, that very form of Shiva you take while worshipping the Lord itself is one form of moksha. Sarupyam tava pujane. Tava pujane, meaning at the time of worshipping you, I have already assumed the form of Shiva and make myself released from all my other worldly entanglements. Do not worship Shiva as husband of so and so, wife of so and so, brother of so and so, son. No, I am thus a pure soul seeking the company of the Lord. That is how you should approach the Bhagavan when you are engaging in puja. There you have taken the form of the Lord Himself. Sarupyam tava pujane. And next one is, see, many times when we start the puja, etc., Purnatvam yaya jayate iti puja. Puja is where you are assuming the form of the Lord who is Purna, complete. And once you have gained that state of oneness with the Lord, then comes the Sankirtana. Many times when you do the puja and the mind has been prepared, and then you walk out and say, it's done. Puja is over, let us go for prasad. Puja is the beginning stage where your mind has become calm and quiet. Then immediately after that, you should take to Sankirtanam. That's why I said, Kaya Vangmana Karyamuttamam. Yesterday I explained, Pujanam Japaha Chintanam. Pujanam should be followed by Japa. Japa should be followed by Chintanam, contemplation. So, when one has taken the form of the Lord and started the puja, it should be followed by what? Shiva Mahadevedi Sankirtane. By singing the name of the Lord, Mahadeva, oh Namah Shivaya, what happens is Samipyam. You come closer to the Lord. When you call out, Bhagavan will come closer to you, or you go closer to him. I don't have much time, but I need to explain briefly about this. We worship various devatas. These devatas are not in another loka. The word loka in Sanskrit means a field of experience. Lokyate iti loka. Lokyate means what is perceived. That way lochan. Lokaha means, in English, look. What you look is the world, is it not? Lokyate iti lokaha. That which is available for your field of experience is called the world. Disney world. What does it mean? Universal world. Meaning where your field of experience. Now, the field of experience now what we have is this. You are all sitting here. You're seeing me, I am seeing you. So this is Bhuloka. Then Bhoha, Swaha, Maha, Janaya, Tapaha, Satyam. According to our Puranas, there are 6 other worlds are there, higher worlds. And similarly, 7 lower worlds. I have explained to you. These worlds are not somewhere else, in the very place where you are. I'm not scaring you, please. They are in a different dimension of consciousness. Like, let me give an example. In this very same place where you are, there are some and insects also. One cockroach is also sitting there. Let us not don't worry. So that cockroach is in the same world or not? Just giving an example. The cockroach is in the same world as you are. But is it having the same experience as you are? Because its field of experience is different. Though it is in the same world where you are. You understand that? And as I yesterday explained, under the microscope, if you look at the water, there are millions of germs are available for you to see. You see them. They see you. They don't. You see them under the scope. What scope? Telescope. No. Horoscope. No. Microscope. So under the microscope, if you see them, they don't see you. Meaning what? There are, please pay attention to this point, I am not going to elaborate on that too much. So there are living beings which are available in this very same world you and I are, where we see them, they don't see us. They are there. In the same way, those beings which are there in Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Jadaha, Tapaha, Satya, these lokas, field of experience, they see you, you don't. You don't have the faculty to see them. You understand that? Where are they? Next to you. Scary. No, when you invoke Bhagavan with mantra, he is there. You don't call out the from a distance, hey, come on here. No. Shiva Mahadevedi Sankirtane Samipyam. He is next to you. See, this is why those who are doing tapas, those who are having intense tapas of the Lord, they cannot but see the immediate, closest proximity of the Lord next to them. There is no doubt about this. I mean, you and I cannot feel that way. So, calling out the Lord is not calling out the Lord who is sitting in some 7th heaven or the 4th cloud or the 9th cloud. Bhagavan, I am calling out for you. So what happens when you do Mahadeva Samipya Muktihi? When you are doing a puja, Sarupya Muktihi. When you are calling out for the Lord, Samipya Muktihi. Available of the Lord next to you. That is Mukti. Because when you have Bhagavan next to you, then where is that? Who can trouble you then? Abhayam Tatadisaha. He gives you protection right there. See, the very gross example I can give you, when you have a gun in your shop, or are you not feeling very secure? Yes or no? Huh? Yeah? Because if you can, you also, even your troubled place you go, and anytime I can take it out and protect myself. If Bhagavan himself is next to you, then how can there be fear? So Sami, that is a mukti. The mukti is mukti from what? All the fears you are free of because of Sami. So Shiva Mahadevedi Sankirtane Samipyam. This is the second mukti. Third mukti. Shiva Bhakti Dhurya Janata Asangatya Sambhashane. When I am in the company of devotees of Shiva, Shiva Bhakti Dhurya Janata, those who are endowed with exclusive devotion to the Lord, in their company, Sangatya Sambhashane, when I am in the company of those devotees who have exclusive devotion to the Lord, where am I? His own world. Salokyam. Meaning, I am in the Shivaloka. See, I have gone 3 times to Kailash. And every time when I am in front of Kailasha and doing the Shiva Puja, the emotion is extremely overwhelming. I have experienced that along with all other devotees also, because it is also a physical place only, in this very earth only. But when you think of the Lord and start doing the puja, at that point, you really feel He is there. He's there listening to and taking your worship in person. Because you are accompanied by whom? All those who are tuned their mind to the Lord. Because there is no other distraction possible in that place. Nothing else is there. There's that Kailash. Nothing else. No comforts of anything, no distraction, no phone works. Nothing. You just are there only to be with Him and His devotees. So when you are in the company, Shiva Bhakti Dhurya Janata Sangatya Sambhashane Salokyam. You are in the Shivaloka himself. And when you are in the Shivaloka, you are free of all other things. All your entangled attachments, impurities that are there, everything will disappear like this. Because when you are in the... See, bhakti cannot be gained by reading a book. Bhakti is only through in the company of the bhaktas. Devotion can be gained only in the company of the devotees. There is no other way. You cannot read a book and become devotee of Bhagavan. You have to be in the company of the Bhagavan's devotee, then it just gets into you. So, Shiva Bhakti Dhurya Janata Sangatya Sambhashane Salokyam. Now, having said this, the final one is, the fourth mukti is merging with Him. How do we merge with Him? Chara achara atmaka tanudhyane bhavani pate. When I look at this world, which is consisting of moving and unmoving beings, chara means moving, achara means unmoving, meaning all living beings which are subject to movement, all living beings, and achara means all the inert things. In all of them, if I come to see Bhagavan's presence, I start meditating on that. Chara, achara, atmaka, tanu, dhyane. Tanu means body. Chara, achara, atmaka, tanu, dhyane, he, bhavani pade. When I come to start understanding that you are there as Satchidananda Swarupa, as Satswarupa even in the inert thing, I understand your presence as Satswarupa even in the so-called inert material. And when I start meditating that way, that everything is Shivamayam, then where am I? Sarupyam. Atra bhavati. Here. Saryujyam mama siddham atra bhavati. Sayujyam means sayoga, samyoga. The union with you, merging with you, uniting with you happens here. Mama siddham. Atra bhavati. So therefore, Swamin, O Lord, Kritartha asmi aham. I am so fulfilled. I am so fulfilled to understand that I have this choice of merging with you right now. How? Ishavasya vidagam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena munjitaha ma kritakasya siddhanam. Ishavasya vidagam sarvam. Ishwarena vasyam. Everything is pervaded by him alone. The whole world is nothing but his own presence. This, if I start to meditate, chara achara atmaka tanu dhyani, e bhavani pade sayujyam, merging with you, mama siddham, available to me as accomplishment, atra, here. This is the fourth kind of mukti, which is considered as Advaita Mukti. It is total oneness with the Lord. Sarupyam tava pujane Shiva Mahadevedi Sankirtane. Samipyam tava bhakti Shiva Bhakti Badurya Janata Sangatya Sambhashane. Salokyam chacharacharatmagatanudhyane bhavani pade sayutyam mama siddhamatra bhavati swamin kritartosmyaham. Now I have explained to you few of the selected verses, therefore aham kritartha asmi aham. I feel so fulfilled. Because the greatest joy that comes to anyone is when one is able to not only invoke love for God in oneself, but in also others. If that has happened, then aham kritartha is so fulfilled. So there are many more verses. I have covered probably 10 or 15 maximum. Not that 28, that 28 is the number there. So, I hope this series of lectures on Bhagavan Shiva and His glory help you all to come a little closer, little at least closer to remembrance of the Lord with love. And that way, when we come to have this feeling for the Lord, consistent thinking of the Lord, when it happens, then all other things will become insignificant. Because we give other things very important. Thinking about the Lord, we postpone for retirement. Retirement I am taking you. Abhi kya hai? I am too young, you know. I am only 75. So earlier the better. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhat bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah.